O Show. This is the Big 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 O Show.
There's just one place where you can drive the new 2025 Acura Integra for only $289 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
We're celebrating a new year with new savings at Toyota of Hollywood, the official #1 volume Toyota dealer. Save big on a 24 Corolla, not $24,000, $17,988. Buy with 0% financing, 0 down. We're bringing you deals that strike fast and hard at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rome. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rome can help. After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
There's just one place where you can take $10,000 off the 2025 Acura MDX. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us number one.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
When it comes to selling your home, efficiency is the best way, the less stress way. That's why Asmani Garcia and the Omega Home Realty Group is who you want to call. Sell your home for just $990. That's right, $990. No 6% commission. Asmani and Omega are the exclusive program director for just $990 in South Florida. Get full service real estate services like pro photos, beautiful brochures, Zillow and Alex, Realtor.com and Homes.com listings. Call Asmani to find out more at 305-440-1990. Scan the QR code or visit just990.com to get started. Omega Home Realty Group and Asmani Garcia are ready to present your home to thousands of prospective buyers. Call 305-440-1990. Call Asmani Garcia and tell him Big O sent you.
There's just one place where you can drive a new Acura ZDX for only $239 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us number one.
When it comes to your smile, confidence is so important. At Moody S Dental, they provide the services to get your smile back. This family-run practice prides itself by offering the latest technology to give your family the best experience possible. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years with offices in Hialeah and Plantation. They accept most major dental insurances. They provide free new patient exams, 20% off select treatments. To qualify, please follow us on Instagram at moodys.dental. Moody S Dental has been in business for over 30 years. To schedule an appointment in Hialeah, call 305-821-0231 and Plantation 954-692-6825. From Invisaligns, dental implants, same-day crowns, and the preventative care and preservation to get your smile back. Go to moodysdental.com to find out more and tell them Big O sent you.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The viewpoint statements or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc. ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
All righty. Good morning, boys and girls. And we are blessed to be back on a Monday. It was a hell of a week last week. Gotta say, one hell of a week last week. It was different. And I'm still going through it. By the way, thank you to all. I have not been able to get back to everybody on, God, it's X, it's Instagram, it's Threads, it's Blue Sky, it's Facebook Messenger, it's the phone, it's all over the place. So if I haven't gotten back to you, I apologize. It's I appreciate the love from all over the place. So thank you out there for the concerns. I'm doing better. Still have concussion symptoms going on. But it's not no headaches. Haven't had any headaches. My last headache was, I think it was Thursday. Was the last time that I took some Tylenol. Might have been. Yeah, I think it was Thursday. So I went the weekend with no headaches. So that's good. I have a ton of sensitivity back here. Obviously, that's where my head slammed. So I still have that to deal with when the pillow's cold. And I put it on because it's kind of like right to middle where my injury is, where the staples in my head are. When I get to the cold pillow, I'll get a little bit like, I lay my head down and the lights will spin for like 4 or 5 seconds, and it just shows the sensitivity still from the hit. So I still have that to deal with, but I'm good overall. I mean, I'm doing everything I normally do. I'm not doing any strenuous activities. Can't do any of that. I won't be able to do that for a little bit, but the opportunity I have to start doing strenuous activities, I will do it to another level and actually get in even better shape than I've ever been in. So it's also inspired me. When I had the ankle injury, that I had the Achilles and the other surgery on my, I don't know what it is, the top of the plant of my foot, whatever it is, the top part of it, whatever the hell you want to call it. So I had the Achilles and that, and I was in bed practically for 3 months that I couldn't really move. I can only hop around on one leg. I went and lost about 34 pounds in bed, which, as we all know, you get bedridden. What do? You eat more. I actually went the other way. So this has also shown me that nothing can protect me from it, but I'm going to, shield myself a little better and get myself in even better shape. So I'm going to do that. So that's going to inspire me, but I can't do any of that until I fully recover. They take the staples off my head and all that kind of stuff. And, everything's kosher and I can go out and run around and all that. So, I did not, by the way, suffer the injury. If you did not hear the story, you can go back and listen to the story on Friday when I came back. Again, it did not happen at all while skating. Okay, I'm fine. I've fallen a couple times skating, but it's not a big deal. Here, just so you'll know, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. And I just got this in the mail. Okay, a couple days ago. These are Rydell's. These are Halo alloy wheels. Okay, I'm not fucking around. And by the way, I got them orange. Just, in honor of something. So, the tires that I've had on my Rydell Classics since 1978 will be replaced by modern technology and way better than when I used to skate. So these will give me better grip and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not even going to get on the skates for a while, like months, actually. That's the sad part. That's the sad part about all of this. That I'm going to go work on my body first, get my core strong, then I'll get to skates. Because you can do the skating stuff better when your core is strong. I have a very weak core. So I'm old, bro. So I got to build it back up again. So I'm going to do that. So that's inspired me to, hit the gym and all that other stuff. So we're going to work on that. That's next. But I got to first recover from this crap, man. I just need a lot of rest, chill. The good thing is I don't do anything strenuous that I have to go out and do something physical. I can do this and survive. So appreciate all of you out there as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As for the chat board, I'm not going to be like reading a lot of the small text, a whole ton. I just want you to know because it's just the eyes, you know what I mean? It's almost enough that I have this stupid light in front of me and I've got a couple of screens and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to read some of the chat board along the way and all that, but it's just so you'll know, it's just a little harder for me for it. So it just puts more stress. So I'll talk a lot, and if obviously some of them that can stand out, then that's fine. I see something, then I appreciate it. But thank you out there as always. I appreciate you all out there and the love that you guys got. Let's see. I see Rory McIlroy, Florida Gators basketball team. See what I mean? Like that's gonna waste my vision. Like there's like a lot of silliness there. And so just so you'll know, I won't be reading a lot. I just glanced there for a moment and I saw absolute bullshit on it. And so it's like, that I don't want to waste my vision on stuff like that. So just so you'll know, okay? You guys want to have your own conversations. I cannot waste my opportunities reading that overall. So you'll know. Anyway, but appreciate it. We got some Dolphins talk. I'm going to give you some thoughts at 13 for me for the Miami Dolphins. Some other thoughts that I want to talk about also on the Dolphins side. Locally, by the way, congratulations to Inter Miami. Getting a little what I would call revenge, okay, which is pretty cool. Against Atlanta, Messi got a goal, and my favorite player now on Inter Miami is Fafa Picault. So it was so nice to see Fafa get in the game. I think he had an injury and stuff, so was out. But he is back, and I am a huge Fafa fan. Since I love Miami FC. I mean, I'm a big local soccer guy, so it's not like I'm not a local soccer guy. This is Miami United's kit, by the way. I'll explain that in a second. But anyway, as a local soccer guy, I love Fafa because he played for Miami FC for a couple of years. And even that year, those of you that probably don't follow soccer heavily won't know anything about this. But Miami FC had a team that salary cap wise was somewhere close to 11 million. It was between the 10 and 11 million range. Ricardo Silva is a fantastic owner. He'll spend. And that year they beat 3 MLS teams. An NASL team beating 3 MLS teams. That was pretty freaking cool. And it was a fun ride for us that year. Fafa Picault was part of that team for Miami FC. Unfortunately, the sad part was that as good as they had a run in the U.S. Open Cup, they did not win the NASL championship, which was kind of a choke job. But anyway, either way, Fafa was fantastic. He is a terrific player, and he's been a terrific player in the MLS. He elevated himself from that league to the MLS. And now Miami added him in the offseason. So I'm a big Fafa fan, so really happy. But Inter Miami, Messi had Atlanta, right? Messi is, become Atlanta's bitch. And last year, it was kind of embarrassing. They didn't win the regular season matchup and then lost in the playoffs against a bad Atlanta team. Atlanta spent some money. And by the way, the Latte Lot guy almost had that second goal, almost on the offside last night. I wonder if anybody watched the game, Latte Lot has the local Starbucks made something out of that. Right? Somebody's got to ride the coattails of Latte Lot there in Atlanta, by the way. That kid can play. 42,843 yesterday. 2-1. They get a little, just a little revenge. Okay? You might deal with them more down the line. You got to finish them off. This is the first one, so it's good. It's good. But Wednesday, they're back in action, and they are going to play U.S. Open Cup, March 19th. And they are taking on Miami United. There you go. So I figured I'd wear the Miami United kit, even though obviously I'm rooting for Inter Miami. But so I figured I'd wear the Miami United kit today. And so there you go. So nice job by Inter Miami getting the win, and nice job by Fort Lauderdale United getting the win over Brooklyn 2-0. Shania Gordon with the brace. By the way, just so you'll know, Inter Miami kicking some ass. And on the ladies' side, you know who is the leader in the Super League? Right that dial there. Fort Lauderdale United. Number one, hun. So you got the top ladies in the Women's Super League playing. So congratulations to the ladies. They're unbeaten in 8 games. That's pretty cool. And then on the same campus right there, the men's basketball team for Nova gets the 80-72 win over Lynn. They win 83 in a row at home. They're 19-3 in the tournament under Jim Crutchfield. He gets his 200th win, and they will advance to the next round in the tournament against the University of Alabama Huntsville, which, by the way, has won 32 in a row. So that'll be tomorrow at 7 o'clock at Rick Case Arena, that one. So the local team's doing well. Panthers kicking ass, although they lose to the Canadians, right? It was the Islanders. The Islanders. They did lose to the Canadians, but they lost to the Islanders 4-2. So they've got Columbus on Thursday. The Heat absolutely suck. They've lost 7 in a row, and they're taking on the Knicks tonight, and the Knicks are favored by 7.5. So one of our pro teams, 2 of our pro teams are outstanding, the hockey team and the soccer team, but our basketball team absolutely sucks. So what are you going to do? Although our Division II basketball team is one of the best. So that's what's been happening locally. So good stuff there, just in case. So treat yourselves to a little soccer on the men's or women's side. By the way, congratulations to the folks at Fort Lauderdale United. They're going to add a USL men's team too now. So they're going to have a men's and women's team there in Fort Lauderdale for USL. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool. This team, Miami United, is in the United States Premier League, the USPL. Okay, there are different divisions in the country. So there you go. So just to kind of fill you in on some of the stuff that happened locally, looking at the Heat tonight, by the way, against the Knicks, just before we get into football talk and some other stuff down the line. The Heat have lost 7 in a row. And, this is like one of the funniest things in the world. Riley did not ever want to tear down and do a complete reset and all that kind of stuff, right? Never wanted to do that. Guess what the Miami Heat are in the process of right now? They have been so incompetent in the front office the last 10 years. And Spo has dug them out of every hole and every bad decision they've made in the front office. Okay? That without even trying, they're in the process of bottoming out. All they had to do was get rid of one person, and it exposed the entire team. That was the good thing about getting all these guys out there and finding out who they are. Because let me tell you something. Do you know what the 2024-2025 Miami Heat team are known for? I want you to know what this team is known for in my eyes. This is the softest team I have ever seen Pat Riley field. Ever. I've never seen a group of guys that are gutless and get pushed around and have no balls whatsoever. Is that amazing or what? That is the most un-Riley-like team, and guess who put it together? Okay? So this is a team that may not even make the playoffs now. They might not even make the play, and that's how bad they are. I don't know. Can somebody sneak up and beat them? I haven't even looked at the standings. That's how bad. I don't know. Is there a distance between them, shot and number 11 and 12 or something? Because, that's really what stands out to me for the Miami Heat. This is the softest team I have ever seen Pat Riley put together. Wow. Just an absolutely mentally weak, physically weak bunch. They got no fight. They got nothing. There is no instant. What is it? What is it? God, what's that word that I'm looking?
Intestinal fortitude.
Intestinal fortitude. Yes, none. Nada, nay.
All right.
So, yes.
I won't say that it cannot happen because they are 2-8 in their last 10.
Right.
Chicago's 6-4, and right now they're sitting in the 10 spot. And Toronto is 6-4, but they're 24-44. The Heat are 29-38, but they are 6-4 in their last 10 as well.
So they're like 5 games, 5.5, 6 games ahead of them?
They're about 5 games ahead of them. Right now, the Heat sit in 9.
Yeah.
And there's about, 68 games played, 67, 68 games, about 14. But if they keep playing the way they're playing.
But they're bad too. So, yeah.
But they are 6-4 in their last 10. So they are on that pace. They would, I believe, in 14 games, they would almost tie the Heat right now, but I don't know where they stand on like tiebreakers and stuff if they keep playing the same way they're playing now.
Oh, we'll see. I doubt that, but yeah, the Heat looks like they're going to sneak in 9-10. But I mean, it's just a soft ass team. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. And when I hear what's this kid's name that they just acquired in the Butler trade?
Wiggins.
Yes, Higgins.
Wiggins.
I'm sorry, Andrew Wiggins. Like he's exactly what Bam and Tyler are. The guy you're waiting to become a star and never really becomes a star can have an all-star season because, you got to fill a roster and 2 rosters and Somebody's got to make it, and people on bad teams, somebody's got to score. This is a bad team. Somebody's got to score. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those where nothing. I don't see anything there on that team. That's the sad part. I just don't see anything there at all. And that to me is the funny part, the irony of all of this. What Pat Riley wanted to always, we're about building next year and trying to win it all and trying to win it all and trying to win it all. And bro, they have built themselves right into the abyss. They have not enough picks to pick up any kind of star. What star wants to come here? Which I keep trying to explain that to all of you out there that live in this delusional Heat world that, oh my God, we're so, everybody wants us, and Pat Riley will throw the rings and all this stupid shit that a lot of you have filled your head up, and then you don't watch what's gone on the last 10 years. And the only reason you got Butler was because of Wade. Not because of Riley, not because of the Heat organization or anything like that. Wade. And now Butler gets traded and the world sees what you got left. And it's bad. Soft. I never thought I would say that about a Pat Riley team. Because you got a bunch of nice guys. You got a bunch of nice guys. PJ Brown may look nice. He definitely was a gentleman off the court, but on the court, he was a son of a bitch. Alonzo Mourning was growling on and off the court. Good dude, great human being, but, Tim Hardaway had an edge. James Posey, edge. Mason, edge. Dwayne Wade, edge. Shane Battier, intellect, edge. I mean, Birdman, whatever. You could just go on and on and on and on and on. And these people might be decent human beings, but at the same time, when they got on the court, they weren't going to take any shit from anybody. And this is a Heat bunch that is, I don't know. I don't see a lot of guys that I want in an alleyway with me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's not a lot of toughness there. And that's the interesting part, that the Heat have not drafted enough sons of bitches. Too many guys that nice kids. Tyler, nice kid. Does he have any edge whatsoever? What, the scowl? Is Tyler intimidating in any way, shape, or form, physically in any kind of way? No. And Bam is as passive as it gets. No matter how talented he is, like I've said 100 times, he's not his girlfriend. Go watch Asia Wilson play. That's a bad, bad lady. Okay. All right. On the court. Off the court, complete lady. On the court, that's a badass woman. She ain't going to take shit. And completely just, and to me, that's the real problem with the Miami Heat every time I watch them. And like tonight, you think I'm looking forward to tonight's game? Give me a break, dude. God, I'm not looking forward to tonight's game. Thank you, Frankie Fresco. See, if you sent a super chat, I know you're not talking some silliness out there. Let's see. Frankie says, victory cigar for the Florida Gators basketball team. No. But hey, congratulations to you, Frankie. Frankie Fresco, once again, thank you again for the love on the super chat. Oh, and Sean, your thoughts on John Cena no longer having a bald spot, and is Cody Rhodes going to get his ass kicked today at 3 p.m.? Okay, so Sean, apparently Cena went to Hair Club for Men, is what you're saying?
Well, The Rock said if Cody Rhodes sold his soul to him, he would give him everything. And John Cena took that offer and sold his soul to The Rock. So apparently The Rock graced him with covering the bald spot.
Aha. Okay. And then Cody Rhodes, who's he fighting at 3?
Tonight, they're in Belgium. So at 3 p.m. is the live. Usually it's at 8 p.m. But for those that watch Raw, the next 3 weeks, it's going to be 3, 4, and 3 because they're doing it live from international. But it's going to be Cody and John Cena face-to-face for the first time since John Cena turned heel at the Elimination Chamber.
Right. So it looks to me like they're building Cena up here.
Yes. For WrestleMania. It's going to be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, probably April 20th, the second night of WrestleMania.
Okay. So you're expecting Cena to win today?
I'm expecting Cena to leave Cody in a bloody mess. Okay. Just to reemphasize that Cena's now a heel.
Okay. So there we go. The guy with the purple cow is going to win. There you go. I mean, that guy, he will do a commercial for anything. God bless him. He has no scruples whatsoever at all. I wouldn't trust anything John Cena says. Even while he's drinking sad soup, right? Is that what he said that day when he went on to that talk show? Because of the breakup with one of the twins, Nikki something? Nikki Bella. There you go. Okay. So, yeah. Sad soup. Oh, man. Anyway. What else do we have? Got our Panthers losing to the damn Islanders. 4 goals in the third period. That was weird. That was weird last night. I was like, what the hell is that going on? That was not good. That was not good. What can I tell you? We got the Miami Open starting now. Good stuff in Miami Gardens. That's probably my favorite local sports event to cover. And I know very little about tennis nowadays. I don't follow it at all. I mean, very little. Like, I'll watch a little here or there and all that stuff. But over the years, I can tell you, and I'm sure the people that go, I've been to it once over here in the new facility, but in Key Biscayne, it was a pleasure to cover. It was always fun. I always enjoyed whatever it was called, the Lipton, the Miami Open, whatever, all the different names that it's had over the years. I think it's one of the better events, and God bless Steve Ross for saving that event and not letting it go anywhere and creating that, what Garfinkel and him have created in that monster facility there in Miami Gardens to save the tennis tournament, because that tournament is a true pleasure, dude, to go to. That is one of the cool events. Even if you're a casual tennis fan, or even if you don't like tennis that much, when you get to go live to see these pros, it's a super cool thing. So I would encourage anybody, okay, even though we're not going to talk much tennis, I can't tell you I know a ton of tennis nowadays and all that kind of stuff. I'd be lying to you. I'm so casual, but I will tell you that is one event in South Florida you want to go to. No doubt about that. Let's see. Lenny says, Big O, I agree. This Heat team is soft. They've lost it this year. I think Spo's voice isn't. No, it's not. It's not a Spo. I'm not blaming Spo on anything, dude. You know, I'm free from ever blaming Spo. He's taught me and shown me in many different ways, from many different teams. It gets to a point where he saved your ass with the scrubs that went 31-10, the Butler years. Say whatever you want. The fact that Butler leaves and this team's that bad, it shows you the masterful coaching job that he did over the years to get there in those situations. But as I've told all of you over and over again, you weren't that good during those years. But Heat fans keep thinking there's something special. And you have to look at what's gone on the last 10 years. The real problem is the front office's job of finding multiple stars has died. They can't draft one and develop their own. The last one was Wade. They have no other one. As again, the same. We have to get through the argument. You see, you're forgetting all these other arguments that kept happening before. Like many of you thought that Bam was a star. In fact, I think we still have people on the beat that may even still think that Bam's a star. I still think maybe we have Heat fans that think that Bam is a star. Not a super role player, but a star. And he's not a franchise player. So we had that argument for several years. I was the bad guy. Always the bad guy. So that's the problem. You've said he's a lot of you. So then you're talking Spo down because you're talking Bam up when it's the other way around. Spo is getting the max out of whatever is here, dude. The problem is there are no more stars. I tweeted this out the other day. The Miami Heat have gone from a franchise led by stars to a franchise led by solid players. That doesn't get you anywhere in the NBA. If you don't have a Hardaway and Zoe, you can at least expect to compete and be right there and right under Michael Jordan. And if Michael wasn't around, then you would have a shot at it. But that was Michael. But they did their job. And then Shaq and Wade did their job. And then Wade, LeBron, and Bosh with Ray Allen, who used to be one of those guys, he's like a fourth guy. I'm sorry, dude. You know, it's Magic, it's Worthy, it's Kareem, it's, that's kind of the way it goes, dude. And it's Bird, McHale, and Parrish, and it's Shaq and Kobe. You got to have stars. You got to have Duncan. You got to have Ginobili. You got to have Parker. You need stars. And if you don't have stars, you're not going to win. That's just kind of the way it goes in this league, and that's just been known forever. And if you don't have it, you're shit out of luck. So that's the problem. It's not Spo. The problem now gets to the novice, the frustrated fan, I don't know, whatever. Because I hear this now about Spo, and it's like, dude, what more do you want out of Spo? He has no stars. And what more do you want the guy? Even without stars, 1 year he got some scrubs that went 31-10. They still didn't make the playoffs. They were just outside looking in, but what do you want from the guy? You're not giving him shit anymore. Your front office is not good. The problem is not Spo. The problem is that Pat Riley and company right now are not good enough. And they have to look in the mirror and say, we're the problem. We have failed the best coach in the. He was voted by his peers last year, not this season, last season, as the best coach in the league. What are we going to question Spo now? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Come on, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's go. It's not Spo. Remember, you can make a donation, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. Too many of you are quick to quit on people that have, and look, I love Riley. I'm not quitting on Riley, but I got to blame it on Riley. I don't want Riley to go anywhere, dude. I want him to write his own ticket. I do find it kind of funny, kind of ironic that he would never want to tear down, and yet he's kind of built it into a tear down. I do find that. I find that absolutely hilarious, by the way. And I love Riley to death, and I don't want him to go anywhere. But this has got to be a slap in the face for Riley. And Spo has been phenomenal. I'm not quitting on Spo. I'm not quitting on these people, but I got to be honest. There's a difference, okay? one of our favorite words, I'm going to compartmentalize this situation. I'm going to stay loyal as a mother effer to Riley. I'm going to stay loyal as a mother effer to Spo. But I am not, and I'm going to stay loyal as a mother effer to my show. Okay? Because I will do the things that no one else does in this effing town. I will tell you, Dale Talon is the problem, and the Panthers need to fire him, and everybody runs and hides like the wussies they are. Everybody. Nobody would touch that subject. Until it became obvious, nobody touches the subject of Pat Riley except me the last couple of years saying, yo, man, he's the one dropping the ball. I'm not saying to fire him. I'm just saying he's dropping the ball. And now you're forced into a rebuild with no freaking ammo. That's fucked up. You're supposed to plan for this by not giving Butler the contract 2.5 years ago and trading him for a boatload at that moment. That's how you turn your franchise around, Pat. And I'm a schmuck, and I don't know anything. And he effed up and he screwed up the window. A lot of you screwed up that window because a lot of you were, we're coming off the finals. Yeah, that's when you make tough decisions, bro. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it funny? Sometimes you come off the success and you say, yeah, I know, we gotta turn the page. Yeah, because we'll never get there again because you guys thought that you were the real deal when you weren't the real deal. That's when you keep saying we're coming off of finals, that's where you and I come like this in the fork in the road. We're coming off the finals, and I'm like, flukish, but hey, it was fun. Got your ass kicked by Denver because you didn't fucking belong there. Just like Marino getting there with San Francisco. You didn't belong there. Don't give a shit that Marino threw 48 touchdowns. None of that mattered. San Francisco was 100 times better a football team than Marino's team any day of the weekend, twice on Sundays. So who gives a shit that you got to the finals? You had to look at the big picture and look down the line. And Pat Riley failed, like a lot of you. Like most of you, in the 90 percentile, you wouldn't part ways with Jimmy Butler right after that because you thought you were something when you really weren't anything. You were a bunch of overachievers. That's why Spo is awesome. I'm not giving up on Spo. But I'm going to tell you what is wrong. They've earned the right to do whatever and try to make it up and whatever. I don't want anybody fired. I don't want anybody replaced. Nothing. Okay? Do I think maybe the Arison family has to become a little bit more aggressive with the purse strings? Yeah. Do people write enough about that? No. Do people write enough about how Riley's not getting it done? No. Now we're going to start questioning Spo because you're asking him to make chicken salad out of chicken shit constantly. Sorry, dude. You know, that I'm not doing that to Spo. No. No. You know who does it well in the kitchen? The Big Cheese. They do it well in the kitchen. Right now, Riley sucks in the kitchen. But at the Big Cheese, 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, 305-662-6855. Check it out. Any platter on the menu can be a party platter. So give them a ring. And, of course, treat yourself to a great lunch, a great dinner. Get on down there. Tell them that Big O sent you. Gary is a lovely human being. Billy, rest in peace. We had his wake last week, and it was absolutely awesome. And we're going to miss you forever, my brother. But Billy Archer's, his image, his spirit will live on forever. And if you're a UM fan, by the way, the walls are like a Hall of Fame. You're going to love that, the way Billy and Gary has set it up. So in memory of Billy Archer, get on down there to the Big Cheese. Go to bigcheesemiami.com and tell them that Big O sent you. Don't forget Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. You can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation, which we appreciate that. Oh, Yoon. Holy shit. Dude, your dedication is second to none. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you immensely. Thank you for the donation on Venmo. Very, very kind, as always, man. Thank you. We appreciate that. As always, too kind, sir. Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. And you can make also a donation on PayPal, too, is another way to make the donation, too, folks. Appreciate you, as always. All right. What else do we have going on in the world of sports and other things? Let me see if I see something quick. Oh, True Fin Fan, thank you on the super chat. That's easy to read. I question Spo as much as my farts. Zero doubt. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. The love on the super chat. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not doing that to Spo, dude. You know, he's amazing. I'm just gonna say, Riley, dude, you got to do much better, bro. I don't know how you're gonna turn this shit around, but and if somehow Tyler stays healthy in the offseason and you can move him, because when Ira brings up the thought of some kind of, supermax contract for him, I basically want to throw up. I want to slam my head into a wall. Like, no, this is not what this franchise has been. He's not good enough. It's not what I'm doing. So I'm just saying, but I'm the bad guy, as they say. I'm the bad guy. By the way, our thoughts and prayers to God, the Midwest, people in the East, people in the South. The amount of tornadoes is just absolutely crazy. I think it's like 35 lives lost now at this point. So to any of our listeners, friends, family members that are out there, because I'm sure it's affecting some of us one way or another, that somebody's got a friend or a family member, or if there's a listener of the program, hey, thoughts and prayers, man, because shit, that's some scary stuff to see that storm rip right through there, man. Crazy stuff. Let's see. Grier can't fix anything, can't hire the right coach, can't draft, doesn't understand how the game is played. O-line, D-line, running game, QB play, doesn't understand how to build through the draft. Yeah, well, we haven't understood the line stuff for 40 years. Shula didn't understand that either. So, yeah, it's just, it's been terrible like that. We haven't been able to solve what is the obvious thing, like build the offensive lines, dude. And if you fail, then keep trying. You just don't give up. Go find yourself some linemen, you know. But I told you already that they have now put themselves in a hot seat year, and people don't want to be in a hot seat year. They don't want to be involved. So you're not going to have the pick of the litter anymore. And if you want something, the pick of the litter, you're going to have to overpay so badly, you know, to get that person to go there. It just becomes ridiculous, and then it becomes counterproductive because the cap space you have, you must use to be productive with it. So this is no fun, dude. This is no fun. Sucks. Brian Radke, thank you, sir, for the love on Cash App or Venmo. He sent it in on Cash App. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Let me see. I'm looking to see if I don't see the comment. It's interesting. Sometimes I guess you didn't write a comment. Okay, Brian, but thank you, sir. Very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. And we haven't even gotten close to our first stage. We need to get to our first stage before we can even start to think about getting to Spain. So the Dolphins, this might be the only game that might be like the most special game of the year. So we want to go cover that game, do our show the entire week there in España. Okay? Go maybe hang out with my people, Los Vascos. So let's go have some fun. They do have a Spanish Dolphin club there, so I'm sure there's going to be a bar that we can do it out there, break any news, and then do our pre- and post-game show out there in Spain. So there is the QR code. All right, you can find the links also on our social media pages and make any kind of donation that you can to get us to Spain. A few have, and thank you. But overall, we are not even close to our first stage yet. So if you can help us, let's go, because whenever it is announced who it is and all that and the dates and all that, we want to try to see if we can get the most affordable tickets possible, because it's pretty damn expensive to cover this amazing event. So if you can help us, we'd appreciate it immensely. There is the QR code, and we appreciate you all out there, no matter what you can donate. Let's see. I will say it. You, Big O, that made me appreciate the greatness of Spo. Knew he was good, but the way you break it down, I see it just like many other things. You've made sense throughout the years. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, true Fin fan. It's just Spo is special, dude. He's just special. But right now, we're not doing the best for Spo here in some of his best years. And it just gets to a point like, what more do you want from the guy? If you don't give him any stars, what are you going to do? And Jimmy Butler's really not a number one. He's really like a number 2 star. Or number 3 in a perfect world, probably he's a 3, actually. Right? With LeBron and Wade, he's the 3. With Shaq and Wade, he's the 3. Right? With Jamal Murray and Jokic, he's the 3. Right? I mean, that's kind of the way it would go, because they can score more. Even Tatum and Brown can score better than Butler. You know, so he would be the 3 in a lot of perfect situations. Magic and Worthy and Kareem, he's like the 4. You know, okay, Bird, McHale, Dennis Johnson was awesome, but okay, if you want to put Butler 3, okay, but he would be definitely 3. Like when you start looking at the really good basketball teams in history, they easily have the 2 stars that are above him. You know, am I taking Isaiah Dumars over Butler? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And then I'm going to add Lambeer if you want. That's not even a conversation. You know, Malone and Stockton. He's definitely going to play my Thurl Bailey. Too many of you have no idea what the hell I just said there. But anyway, you know, I'm just saying it's just kind of that's where we're at. And I just want you to know how good Spo is. Okay? It's just there when you're a prisoner of the moment and you get caught up in that, you don't see really what's going on, and then you inflate what you have of some value that it really doesn't, exist. And that's what happened with the Heat in the last few years, that a lot of you made it out to be like, your shit don't stink or something. And really, you're a bunch of overachievers, and you refuse to see that. So, Big O, how is the workout going? The foot holding up? Yeah, workouts are great, bro. I had a fantastic workout this weekend. Yeah. Foot's holding up. Ran 4 miles. Yeah. It's been really active last week for me. Yeah. It's doing great. Let's see. If Jimmy Butler wins the championship, I would want Riley to step down. By the way, you were 1-4 on the road this Dolphins past season. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It's a bad team, and we're gonna have another bad season. The season is so far. You look. I actually like what the offseason they had last year. A lot of the players that they've picked make a lot of sense right now. Really the key is Daniels, if he can stay. If that injury isn't serious and he's back and he's going to be fine, if you get yourself a starting guard, that would be good. Okay, but you still got to solve the other one, and we'll see. In the end, the roster that you can put together this year is not going to be better than the roster you had last year. And what you're going to need this year is a coach that's better than the one you saw the last 2 years, because he's going to have lesser talent probably. Do you have that guy? So the most important thing to fix this offseason, they can't fix. Chris Grier can't fix it because he hired it. And as I've told you many times, no matter how much I like the front office of Grier, McKenzie, and Allen, and now McKenzie's gone, okay? And why do you think McKenzie left for a less than lateral job in his hometown? The guy now got to the point where he went Little River Band on my ass, and he went to reminisce now. Let me go back home. Let me go back to my roots, because it's not about winning. So McKenzie leaves you on a lurch there because he's going back to his hometown. That's not a good look. It's not a good look. You need a coach that is so special this year. Let me give you an example of a guy that, at times I thought underachieved in New Orleans, and that's Sean Payton. He had like 7 losing seasons with Drew Brees. Okay. And last year they had like $40 million of dead space money. 40 million that they could not use for players. And yet the front office had a pretty good, off season. And the coach with a rookie quarterback was able to massage his way to the playoffs. That's some coaching. I got to give Sean Payton a lot of credit there. Okay. Don't think I expected, didn't even expect it from that quarterback, first of all. So he picked a guy that I was, Bo Nix, whatever. Not that impressed. And maybe he goes to shit in year 2 and 3 here and he gets exposed and it's a Mac Jones thing where he just started off well and then they figured it out and it's over. Who knows? But for now, Bo Nix looked great. For a rookie, he did terrific. And Sean Payton, for his first year with all that dead space, it's pretty amazing. Can Mike McDaniel do that? No. And so you're Chris Grier. If you hired him, you probably don't get to fire him and hire your third coach. So the thing you have to fix, you couldn't address this offseason. It's Mike McDaniel. So what makes you think that all of a sudden that Mike McDaniel is going to become a really good coach now? And he's going to get plays in on time. And he's going to win challenges and all that kind of silly shit. And his team's not going to have a lot of pre-snap penalties. They're always going to be prepared. He's going to make quick adjustments. Like the talk of him now adjusting to why Tyreek and all this. Well, dude, that should have happened during the season last year. You need like year, like the whole San Diego thing. Like Staley gets the best of you 1 year, and we have to wait an entire offseason for you to game plan and get ready to answer? Like, really? Coaches need to answer within a series, a quarter, a half. Not a year later, an offseason later. So to me, that's the problem. The main problem you needed to fix, you really can't fix. So even if you have another terrific offseason, he will not, that team last year should have won 3 to 5 more games. So the 8 should have been either 11, 12, or 13 with a real coach. Say what you want about personnel. You don't have to like Grier. I don't give a shit. You don't have to like McKenzie. You don't have to like Allen. I don't care. Last year's team should have won a lot more games. I can't blame the front office for that. I have to blame the coaching staff for that. The year before, should have won a couple more games. Year before that, probably, I think at least one. And in the playoff game, you had no idea what down it was. You might have been able to advance that one if you actually knew what down it was. So, I mean, that was the sign right there that you had the wrong guy. We just said, well, you're human and, mistakes happen. Little did we know that guy's just full of mistakes. So the thing that you had to fix, you could not fix for whatever reason. And McKenzie said, I'm getting off of this. I'm out of here. So sucks, dude. Sucks. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the guy proves me so wrong. And, some of you fans out there get to call me out and they'll pull out the videos, even though a lot of people feel like I do and they won't admit it. There's a lot of you fans out there that will lie to yourselves about the upcoming season or the coach or whatever because you refuse to look at the season for what it is. I'm going to watch every game. I'm going to root for the Dolphins. I love them. I'm going to hope for the best. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Pat Riley's doing well in the front office. No, I'm not going to tell you that. No. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, no, the Dolphins are going to overcome. And, yeah, they've got the right coach. No, not doing that. Yeah. Yeah, no, and spring brings hope. Yes, the Marlins are starting the season. Yeah, hope. Get the fuck out of here with that. Come on, man. I mean, these are things that just become absolutely ridiculous. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. All right, let's talk a little bit about Murias Dental. Love talking about Murias Dental. They know how to get it done. There's the Murias family right there. They know how to get it done. Hialeah Plantation, 2 absolutely beautiful locations, modern dentistry. I'm telling you, when you have a crown done, when you have a cosmetic type of situation like my wife had, they don't do like the measurements and then they tell, oh, well, we'll come back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And then they put the fake filling in and all that stuff, the fake cap in, and then they got to take it out and you come back and you got to make another appointment. No. Eric goes to the back and they got a machine that just creates the tooth right there. And in 15 minutes, you got the tooth and you're walking out. That's convenience too. That's the other thing. That's what we don't have time to live in the dentist office. And Murias Dental knows how to keep it clean. Get your smile back, folks. They do all kinds of things: Invisalign, dental implants, preventive care, cosmetic surgery. Get your smile back with our friends at Murias Dental. Go to Hialeah, 305-821-0231 if you live in Dade. In Broward, Implantation, 954-692-6825. Go to Instagram, Murias.dental. True Fin Fan, thank you for the love on the super chat. He says, could you see Spo getting sick of this? Nah, I think Spo's a loyal dude. It's just, by the way, how many decisions is he included on this that he's approved? So he could be guilty of some of this. I just don't know. I have to lay it on Riley's feet because he's in charge. So I'm going to lay the personnel side on Riley until you tell me that Spo's making all these decisions. Then I'm going to tell you, it's a Don Shula thing. Don Shula, the general manager, is hurting Don Shula, the coach. That was our line back then. Lenny says, I'm wondering if Mike McDaniel has enough self-awareness about him needing to get the plays in on time and how helpful that'll be for the offense. I'm sure he knows about it, but he's so incompetent that he still can't get it done. And it's like him at a press conference. He's thinking of what to say, and it needs to. Oh, they're doing this? We got to counter with this right now. Not, let me think about it. I'll check back with you after the offseason. Huh? It's week 7, coach. Let's see. Oh, Lordy. What do we have here? I'm happy the Dolphins signed a good punter. He will come in handy when Zach Wilson has to start 5 or 6 games next season. I don't even look forward to that, dude. It's just not Zach Wilson. Really? Zach Wilson. That makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. Sean, give me 2 minutes. Let's break for hour number 2 of the Big O Radio Show, led by the man that masters the entire platform. Sean Stanley, back with hour number 2. So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but CuttersEdgePro.com does some amazing stuff, and they're the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. Gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other, and then they bite each other, and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. CuttersEdgePro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. And I'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in the corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. So that way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you can get some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welton Rome. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welton Rome can help. The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc., ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
All right. Welcome back. Hour number 2 of the program. Thank you all, as always, for keeping it locked here. All right. What do we got here? I see happy on the Bitcoin front. Yeah, actually, I am happy on the Bitcoin front. I can't be disappointed that I get to stack at cheaper prices, and it's just it's a game that's being played right now between Trump and Powell. So you just got to hang in there, and we're going to go through some rough patches, but eventually the rates will go down, the printers will start, and that's when risk assets are going to explode. You just got to be patient. Unfortunately, whether it works out their plan or not, that's a whole different conversation. Okay. I hope it does, because we're all Americans. We need some good news for the economy, but either way, they will be forced to print. They will be forced to lower rates. Things will happen. And when that happens, that's when you get your bull run. So it's just a matter of hanging in there. And right now, I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch whatsoever. But This is just an accumulation period, which is beautiful by me. You know, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Caspa, whether it's a Alethea liquid intelligence token, which I've loaded up here at 0.5 cent. Last time I got it, it was at 88,000th of a cent. So it was closer to almost a penny. And it went to 9. So we 10x'd it. And then it came back down. It hung out in 2 pennies, penny and a half forever. And now it's gone even lower than I ever had it before. So, you know, to me, that's kind of what this is all about. If I have something that I can accumulate and, you know, I got later into Caspa than others. Now the number's gone all the way down into the 6s. And so I've been able to accumulate more Caspa where I started in the 10s and 11. So now I've been able to accumulate even lower. You know, that's what this is all about. The good thing, unfortunately, there's a lot of people in retail like you and me that have panicked and sold. And because they panicked and sold, they gave us better deals, whether it's in the stock market or in the crypto market. Everybody knows what's going on. You're getting better price in NVIDIA, you're getting better price in whatever. And it's happening in the stock market because of the drop, monster drop that's happened. So if you love anything in the big 7, you're getting a break. Take advantage. If you believe in Tesla, load up now. You know, whatever it is that you believe in and you have the patience, that's it. So, yeah, for that gentleman that said, yeah, it's a good moment for Bitcoin. It's a good moment for a lot of risk assets. As long as you have the patience and you understand what's going on, you know, Trump's playing a game where, unfortunately, some people are going to get hurt because they don't understand it. And then we'll see if his economic plan works or not. I don't know. But I do know this. They'll print. They always print. They have no choice. Nobody's saving our dollar. Nobody. That's why the rich continue to gobble up the Bitcoin right now. The whales are the ones buying up the Bitcoin. Us little guppies, you know, we're getting little pieces here and there, but the whales are gobbling it up. There's a reason. They know. So there you go. That's my little Bitcoin moment. And by the way, the good thing about having the injury I've had, and I missed law last week, and then I had the cold before that, so I hadn't done the show. So I haven't done really a crypto bro show in a couple of weeks. And I'm kind of glad because I'm not big on just walking people off a ledge. If I have to keep walking you off a ledge, then I'm talking to the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? I can only explain what's going on, and then it's up to you to do your own homework and figure it out. And if you agree or disagree, then you make your own decisions. You know what I'm saying? But it's not easy. That I can tell you. We're all in a very difficult position. So, you know. What else? Good morning, Big O and Sean. Smashing the like button. Thank you, Oscar. Appreciate you. Big O, having patience and thinking long-term has always been a major part of the winning investment formula. Yeah. It's just, you know, Brett, it's the people that want to the get rich scheme people. And I feel bad for those people because they're usually using money that they needed to pay for the bills, you know? And that's not, it's, as you know, it's disposable income. It's stuff that you okay, instead of going to the movies, I'm going to purchase a little bit of this. Instead of buying my latte lot every day at Starbucks for $6, you know what? Throughout the month, wow, dude, that's a lot of money. That's $120, $6 a day, Monday through Friday, 20 days a month. You know what? I'm going to put that $120 into Bitcoin and not have my latte lot. Okay. That's the player for the Atlanta United that I'm saying Starbucks, what are you doing? Let's go. Latte lot. I mean, come on. That's what you do. But you got to have that long-term point of view, like Brett says. Not easy. Jake from Pallettown says, I've been buying as much as I can with these crypto discounts. God bless you, dude. You get it. You know? DF says, oh, what injury did you have? I suffered a concussion. If you want to hear the whole story, you can hear it on Friday's show. Right at the beginning, I explain it all, what happened. So I've been dealing with, I was off all last week. I only did Friday's show because I was released from the hospital and I was good enough to do the show. So I went to Hialeah and I did the show. By the way, this week, Wednesday, we will be at Toyota of Hollywood. Thursday, we'll be at Hialeah like normal. Last week, we moved it on Friday, and we thank Mr. Brunetti, and we thank Steve Calabro and all the great people out there at Hialeah Park. Thank you for accommodating us. But we'll be back on for our regular Thursday show. And then Friday, we'll be at Acura. Okay? So looking forward to that. And then next week is Subaru, right? The week after that is Subaru, correct? On a Wednesday, the final Wednesday of the month, I believe, right? Yeah. No, it's 2 Wednesdays from now, I believe. Right? See, 17. No, it's not. No, it's next Wednesday. It's next Wednesday.
No,
it's next Wednesday.
Oh, no, yes. I'm sorry. I was counting from, yes, next Wednesday.
It's next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, we will be at Subaru of Pembroke Pines, our first show there at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Looking forward to that. So love it. And if you've got time, visit us at any of these spots, caneswear.com. We love talking about Brett and all the great people at Caneswear. By the way, you could use our code BIGO10 and you will get 10% off at Caneswear. 2655 South University Drive in Davie, right next to La Spada's. So you can get yourself a nice sub. They should be a sponsor of our show, by the way, as many times as we mentioned La Spada. But use our code BIGO10. You will get 10% off. And if you go online and you do your shopping online like a lot of people do, if you order over $99, you will get free shipping. So Jeff and the boys will have that shipped out like right away. You're going to freak out on how quick you're going to get your order. So please reach out. They are absolutely awesome. Okay. All right. Let's get to our 3A Graphics Sports Calendar. Alan Blanco, 786-618-1443. Custom printing and embroidery tonight at 7:30 on ESPN. The nation gets to see how much the Heat suck and how soft they are. They take on the Knicks. Knicks are favored by 7.5 points in New York at Madison Square Garden. Over and under is 209.5. The Heat are minus 245 on the money line. The Knicks are plus 245 on the money line. The Knicks are minus 305 on the money line. Miami, by the way, they've lost 7 in a row. That is talent right there, baby. The Heat are 9-21 since January 13th. They've won 2 games in a row twice during that span. Okay. Islanders get over the Panthers 4-2. They score 4 goals in the third period. Ouch. Damn it. Thursday, they're in Columbus, 7 o'clock for the face-off, but it's all good. Inter Miami gets a little revenge on Atlanta, 2-1. Messi with a goal in the 20th minute, and Fafa Picault scores in the 89th, disappointing 42,843 in Atlanta. They are back on Wednesday, U.S. Open Cup. The good thing is they're off for the weekend, so they're not back on till the following week, so they get some time off. Don't expect Messi, Busquets, Alba, and and Suarez to probably play in the U.S. Open Cup game. They are taking on Miami United at 7 o'clock at Chase Stadium. So we'll see. Tuesday, by the way, Miami FC is taking on Naples at FIU Stadium. So if you want to see a little U.S. Open Cup action, 7 o'clock tomorrow, Tuesday, that's also going on. Congratulations to the ladies at Fort Lauderdale United. Number 1 in the league, baby. In the Super League, they are number 1 now. They are unbeaten in their last 8 games. They beat Brooklyn on the road 2-0. Shania Gordon with a brace. She had 2 goals. That was pretty cool. Anyway, so now they've got the number 1 spot in the USL Super League standings. 6 wins, 2 ties during this 8-game unbeaten streak. Saturday, March 22nd, they take on Spokane FC at Beyond Bankcard Field at 7:30, and it is country night. So bring those hats, bring the spurs, apple bottom jeans, boots with the spurs. Got the whole club looking at her. Nova Southeastern, congratulations to them in the South Region Tournament at Rick Case Arena. They defeat Lynn University 80-72. Jim Crutchfield gets his 200th win as Nova Southeastern coach. They improved to 32-1. Riker Scisoric, 31 points, 7 rebounds, 3 blocks. MJ Araldi, 17 points and 16 rebounds. On the 18th, tomorrow, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, same place, Rick Case Arena. They take on the University of Alabama Huntsville, the number 2 seed in the tournament. And they've won 32 in a row. It's going to be a hell of a game. That is your 3A Graphics sports calendar. If you need custom printing and embroidery, hats, shirts, uniforms, whatever it is, reach out to Alan Blanco. They do exceptional work. 786-618-1443. And tell them that Big O sent you. There you go. What else do we have? Hey, man, welcome back, brother, and I am so glad that you're okay. I'm always in tune in from Georgia. Thank you, sir. Thank you, DF. We'll get through it, bro. We'll get through it. It's just rest. Got to let the head heal. Took a wicked hit, So I know next week, I think it is, they take off the staples. That's all. So just shit happens in life, man. And, I hope it doesn't happen to any of you out there. And if you listen to the show on Friday, all you got to do is listen to the beginning. You should listen to it because I think it's a lesson for everybody. Because some of you may do some of the things some of my bad habits, and you need to eliminate them right away. So yeah, check it out, please. Check it out. By the way, Tony Welch, it's funny. He's used to be a longtime listener. It's funny how many people I have lost since I came to the platform, because a lot of people, I don't know, they don't make the move or whatever, or they don't understand it or something. So this guy sends me a message on, what's this called? Facebook Messenger, I think it's called, right? Yeah, Facebook Messenger. And he goes, Big O, miss you on the radio. You are great at what you do. Very kind. Appreciate that. I don't know about great or whatever, but we survive. It's been years since you're benching. You always told the truth about the Dolphins. So it's like One, he like really never heard the story because I've told it here. You know, it was, I had to find a way to get out of that place, and I did. But anyway, so, and I sent him the links, and I said, dude, still doing it, you know? It's like radio, I get it. Radio's probably the last bastion for old people that don't know how to use apps and stuff like that. So I know that there's a lot of old people that don't know how to work YouTube or find iTunes or Spotify or stuff like that. So I get that, you know. I understand that. But it's crazy how many people I lost in that transition. And they think like I never did another show again. I never did another talk radio show again. And so I sent him like, dude, it's all there. Last 5 years, like June will be 5 years that we're on our own platform, which to me, Sean and I get to make a living and we get to do it on our terms. That's better than anything you could do on radio. And we got people that are constantly watching, downloading, sharing it, all that kind of, we're blessed, super blessed, you know? So it's just funny how people refuse to leave their radio because they don't realize they have options now. They can go get a podcast now and on demand, and they can go watch our show live every day because we're usually on if I'm not concussed. That was weird, dude. Me taking 4 days off. Whew. That's only going to happen when the bull run happens. So it'll be a day of celebration. Or just take a vacation. Get lost for a little while. Anyway, don't forget Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. Hold on. It's not the voice. Voice is fine. It's just a little bit of a frog or whatever. Just got a little choked up there. Anyway, so what else do we have going on? Dolphins. Number 13 is an interesting spot. You're going to have some options there to do a couple of things. You can select a player that belongs in that area. Might be taken a little before, might be taken a little bit after, but right in that area. You can also trade down to still get a player you may want, okay? But it's a player that instead of at 13, you can get him at 18 or 19 or 22 or something. Again, the area, because guys will float and fall 2, 5, 10, 12 spots sometimes. It's just kind of the way it goes, depending on what kind of needs a team has and what certain players fall, as you all know. I mean, I'm not enlightening any of you out there. You know how it goes. And then there's another option. Okay? And at 13, when I start looking at, let's say, the Texas kid, Kelvin Banks, that's a guy that can play tackle and guard. So he has versatility to his game. You certainly need help there. Missouri, the tackle guard, what is it? Armand Membu. Okay. Then you could trade down and you could get a Tyler Booker, who's kind of a mauler from Alabama. Not necessarily a super athlete. So that's why I say you got to trade down, because this is not really the kind of guy that you're going to be pulling a ton. But if the guy's in front of you, he can maul, So we'll see. Guys like that. You start getting into other situations too. Now, you could do either trade down from there, where you pick up another pick somewhere in the middle rounds, and you move down a couple of spots, and let's say a Tyler Booker or somebody else that you start to think of that you fall in love with, whatever. So you've got that. You take somebody at 13, or you trade down and fill a need and pick up another pick and pick up an 11th pick in the draft. Or you stay at 13 and you draft Jackson Dart. Or if Jackson Dart is a hot commodity at that moment in the draft, and it's not for Tua's purposes, because I know those of you that dislike Tua, not at all. What I'd like to do is, if Jackson Dart does have a market somewhere in that part of the draft, then you're not convinced with the guard that's there, Walter Nolan, the Mississippi, the Ole Miss kid, okay? So you're like, well, he's kind of inconsistent, this, that, whatever. Oh, but this is a guy you could get down in the 20s. And somebody wants to trade up. And for whatever reason, whether you like the guy or not, I'm just throwing a name out there just to throw a name out there from the draft. Okay? And if you like the guy and you say, well, he's in the 20s, these people are in the 20s, they want to move up and they want to give us their first round next year and an extra second round or whatever, they make a crazy trade and they move up. Okay, which you're probably going to have to do in order from the 20s to get to 13 and draft Jackson Dart. That's the other wild card. I have no idea how Jackson Dart's going to play out. I have no idea if he's going to go that high. I don't know if he's going to go in that area or a little lower. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know this. It gets crazier and crazier with quarterbacks. They get more and more desperate. For God's sake, look what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. If you're Minnesota and you've got a team, you're now going to put it in his hands at this point. That nutbag, I don't know if I really want to do that, but whatever. That's a whole other conversation. But I think Miami has three options. And that third option, I only mentioned Jackson Dart because he's a quarterback, because people always need quarterbacks. Some people really like this kid. Some people think he's got some upside. Some don't. But if you're at 13 and you've got a way to create way more picks for the team, and you're not convinced at 13, and Banks is gone, and Membu is gone, Membu or whatever that I like is gone, and you're like, yeah, I'm not really convinced with the D tackles here. Do we really take a safety right now at 13? Let's see if we can get a haul. That's the only one that I was thinking of that might be fun, that could help you build a little bit more by getting more picks. Moves you down in the first round, whatever it is, to 19, to 22, to 25, to 27, whatever it is. But the farther you go down, the more you're going to get as a haul coming in. So not only could you draft at 13, not only could you trade slightly down to acquire what you want because you think it's worthy to take them later, but I think the Jackson Dart thing could become the wild card third option for Miami at number 13. Three options for Miami at 13, and one of them could be a wild card. Although some of you may want to say, keep Jackson Dart. Oh, man. Just crazy. the fact that we're in this. By the way, Drew Rosenhaus yesterday on Channel 7 said that there's an offer for Agba from the Dolphins, but it's not to their liking yet, and it's early in the offseason. He's going to see if he could get a better offer and drive up the price, and so Miami will keep it down and all that good stuff. What can I tell you? What else? Dude, how about this? I like it. It's amazing to me. Mike Brown paid for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Now, the T. Higgins one, it's only a 2-year deal. So I'm sure the Chase numbers are really workable in the first couple of years of that deal to kind of accommodate. So I'm interested. It smells very Jeffrey Loria, because only 2 years are guaranteed out of the 4-year, $115 million deal. Chase has a 4-year, $161 million, $112 is guaranteed. So he's not going anywhere for at least 3 years. Okay. The 4th year, they might be able to release him if he has some injuries or something, God forbid. But T. Higgins, you could tell. But hey, even if it's only 2 years of T and Jamar Chase, and they want to now bring Trey Hendrickson back. They gave him permission to seek a trade. Now they want to see if they can end up signing him to a contract. I don't think they have enough on defense yet, even with Trey Hendrickson. But mad props to Mike Brown for doing something I never thought he would do. I mean, this is one cheap-ass dude. So if they can draft and hit on some draft picks instead, because they're going to be limited now that they've paid Burrow and they're paying Chase and they're paying T, and if they want to also pay Trey Hendrickson, then, I don't know where you get more money to pay for people. So that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? But if they can hit on draft picks, that can make up for it, because that's always the beauty of really bringing a lot of balance to what your team can do is by hitting on draft picks. You hit on draft picks, you get them cheap the first 4 or 5 years, and you just can't beat that, man. Just can't beat that. So props to Mike Brown. I'll eat crow on that one because I never in my wildest dream expected them to keep both guys. I would have bet the house that they would have lost for sure T. Higgins. And I thought T. Higgins was going to be somebody's number one wide receiver this year. The fact that he isn't somebody's number one wide receiver, I am absolutely shocked. Totally shocked. Yes, sir.
Hey, did you see Jordan Schultz tweet last night?
On
the signing, not the signing, but he sent out a thing.
No, I guess not.
Where he said Joe Burrow publicly pushed for 4 players: Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Mike Gesicki, Trey Hendrickson, to get paid. They're 3/4 of the way there.
Wow. Okay.
So those are the 4 guys he wanted to get paid, and they've paid 3 of the 4, and now they're trying to work out Hendrickson.
I'm happy. I'm super happy for Gesicki. I think Gesicki got a raw deal here. I think it's just bad coaching. I think he's a solid damn player. I think there's a role for him in this league. Is he perfect? No. Is he a run stuffer and all that, run blocker, road grader? No. But he's a big-ass receiver, and he can play big-ass receiver role. You just got to draw up the plays, And now he gets to stay in an offense with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Good move for Gesicki, man. Good move for Gesicki. Happy for him, because I knew he wasn't the problem. I knew what the problem was, and I already spoke about the problem. Okay. He's the only reason why I have no hope for us this year. Mike McDaniel. Do I think that the front office, when it's all said and done with their free agency and the draft, that they'll have a playoff caliber team? Yeah. Do I think the coach will put him in the playoffs? No, I don't. Not at all. Just like last year. I don't blame the front office. I blame the coach. Coach effed up a whole bunch of games. So props to the Bengals, dude. Damn. Props to the Bengals. Holy shit. Props to Mike Brown, because I have zero respect for that man. Zero. Nothing. Nada. Nay. Okay? And I got to say, okay, wait a minute. You brought it there. You brought it. By the way, do want to remind you, again, on Wednesday, we will be at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Come on out and join us. We'll be out there having some fun. Sean and myself looking forward to our first trip to Subaru of Pembroke Pines. And we're going to be there the last Wednesday of every month. The Ascent right now, folks, you can get it for $323 a month. Take advantage of it right now. You can check it out. They've got a great inventory as always. Outside of the Ascent, you can get the Forester, $299 a month. Also, lease features there. The Crosstech, $309 a month. The Outback, $369 a month. The Legacy Premium 2025 model, $269 a month. The Impreza, you can get the 2025 model, the 5-door, $149 a month. That's crazy. And they still have 2024 WRX premium models. Sharp little car. They are $366 a month. Beautiful and reliable vehicles at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. Tell them that Big O sent you. Trust me, they will take care of you. And I'm looking forward to going out there and enjoying ourselves in next week at Subaru of Pembroke Pines. All right. What else do we have? No, that was my voice going in and out there on a couple. As thin as we are at defensive tackle and center and offensive tackle, I wouldn't mind trading back a bit. It could happen. It definitely could happen. Trading back is definitely an option. That's for sure. All right, let's do a little music before I get back to a little football and your questions. Let's start off with musicians born on this date. If this damn thing would bring it up. All right, let's go. Here we go. Billy Corgan, American musician, songwriter, of course, Smashing Pumpkins, born on this date in 1967. Van Conner, bassist for the Screaming Trees. Also Dinosaur Jr., born on this date in 1967. Michael Ivins, keyboardist and bassist, founding member of the Flaming Lips, born in 63. Claire Grogan, singer for Altered Images. What's that? Happy birthday. Today's your birthday, right? That's Altered. I think that's Altered Images, if I'm correct. Anyway, 59 on this day, Michael Lindup was born, keyboardist, falsetto voice singer for Level 42. I like it. What else? Scott Gorham, guitarist and songwriter for Thin Lizzy. born in 51. Harold Brown, drummer vocalist for War, born in 46. John Sebastian, founding member of the Loving Spoonful, singer, songwriter, guitarist, harmonist, born in 44. Paul Cantor, rest in peace, guitarist, singer, songwriter with Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship, too. We lost him in 2016 at the age of 74. And Nat King Cole, baby. Woo. Jazz pianist, vocalist, born in 1919. We lost him in 1965. That is musicians born on this date. Let's go with other famous people. Does Rob Kardashian fall in that? Isn't he like a famous F-up brother of sex pot? Right? Does that makes him famous? Mia Hamm, speaking of futbolista, legend, she is 53. Rob Lowe, 61. Nicky Jam. I didn't know anything about Nicky Jam until that whole Trump controversy, because he was part of it, right? Anyway, Nicky Jam is 44. Kurt Russell is 74. Tamar Braxton, I've heard of her. She is 48. Let's see who else. Celebrating birthdays. It's Eden Desco, futbolista, is 39. And that's about it, I think. Sean Stanley, do you have any wrestlers born on this date, sir?
Sorry, I couldn't get the button to work there. Yes, we do.
That's what she said.
Timothy Thatcher is 42. Test was born on this date in 1975. Sadly, we lost him in 2009. Gia Miller is 27. Brody King is 38. You mentioned him earlier, but you did not give him the accolade of the owner of the NWA, Billy Corgan. And Samoa Joe turns 46 today, March 17th, 2025.
Billy Corgan, the owner of NWA?
Yeah, he purchased the National Wrestling Alliance, and he runs shows.
I had no idea.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
They've actually done parts where they did concerts and wrestling at the same time.
Yeah, smart. You make money with wrestling, bro. All right. Let's go with music history. What happened today on March 17th? In 1998, Van Halen released Van Halen 3, their first album with new singer Gary Cherone. Terrible. In 78, after taking first place in Dublin's talent contest, U2 won $850 and a chance to audition for CBS Ireland. I wonder if they'll get it. I wonder if they'll make anything of themselves. In 2005, former Led Zeppelin singer Robert Plant was presented his Lifetime Achievement Grammy at the South by Southwest Festival in Austin. He was unable to attend the Grammys in February, but Recording Academy President Neil Portnow surprised Plant with the trophy before the singer gave a keynote interview at the Texas event. In 71, Peter Gabriel married his childhood sweetheart, Jill Moore, They would stay wed until 87. In 2010, big star singer-guitarist Alex Chilton died in New Orleans hospital from heart problems. He was 59. And that was what happened today in music history. All right. Jamie Zoria in San Jose says, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Remember to smash the like button. Yes, please smash the like button. Very, 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 very important you smash the like button. And yes, Jamie, I'm feeling better. Thank you, sir. So, Dolphins got Artie Burns. Well, now that you said that, I mean, shit, we're going to the Super Bowl and winning it. The hell? Artie Burns. Oh, let's see. New quarterback Artie Burns, the former Cane, has appeared in 90 games with 39 starts. In last 2 years in Seattle, he had 14 games, 1 start in 23, and 4 games, 0 starts in 24, 4 career interceptions. I'm telling you, dude, with Artie Burns now in the fold, they got themselves a shutdown corner. You saw those stats. They counted on him a lot. Okay? So I think we're set. I don't think we need the draft anymore.
Nah, trade all 10 picks right now. Let's go.
Yeah. I think that's a good move. Trade them for future picks. For the draft in 26 and 27.
Mm-hmm. Back it up. Artie Burns is there.
That's it.
You might even have Artie Burns for a couple years. Maybe go 27, 28 with the draft picks.
Yeah.
We could probably use Artie for a while.
Yeah. He plays multiple positions.
Artie Island.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we need anything else after Artie Burns. Yeah. We're done. It's over. That's it. In fact, you know what I think, Sean? I think the other 31 teams should just forfeit the season.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, really, we have Artie Burns.
Artie Burns is going to save Mike McDaniel's job.
Yes.
Damn.
Save Mike, save Chris, make Stephen Ross a great owner.
They might add an additional slide to the training facility.
The Burns slide.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I like it.
Or build a steakhouse, the Burns Steakhouse.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. No. You're right. They're going to add that slide specifically for Artie Burns, but the slide ends at his parking spot.
Oh. We'll have twists and turns too. Like, so good. So good. Who would have thought Artie Burns was going to come and be our savior?
Artie Burns, bro.
Welcome back to Miami, baby. Welcome back. Another Canes. Last year was Calais Campbell. This year we're bringing back Artie Burns.
Yeah. How about Braxton Berrios?
That's true. Yeah.
Just sign them Canes, baby.
That's it. That's all we got to do.
That's all you got to do.
Damn it, Grier. The plan's right there. If they're Canes, sign them.
Artie Burns. We're set. Fuck the draft. Get that, bro. We got Artie Burns. I mean, it's over, bro. It's over. When you now see your friends, you say, bro, we got Artie Burns. And that's it. Did you see we're going to the Super Bowl? Why? We got Artie Burns. You're on your phone. What are you doing? Bro, I'm making Super Bowl reservations right now. What are you talking about? Bro, we got Artie Burns. What are you talking about? That's it.
Could you imagine the chances they announce the defense? Artie. Artie. Oh,
I can see it now.
I got goosebumps, man. Goosebumps.
See it now. When they call out the defense, Artie Burns is the only one that walks out. The rest of the guys are already on the sidelines waiting. Dolphin defense, Artie Burns, and he just walks right out of the smoke because you know the Saints thing. And so he just walks out of the smoke, and he just looks at everybody, says, "I'm here."
Yeah, but I feel like you got to do the one pyro flame because the burns. You know,
right.
The flame, then the smoke, and then Artie comes out.
I say we have 4 flames coming out of the roof, aiming down.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, upside down flames that come into the stadium.
So
and they land, the tip of the flame stops like around 10 feet off the ground. That way it doesn't hit anybody.
Yeah, so Artie can walk through.
Artie can just walk through the flames. Like, that's it.
Man.
So, Dolphin defense, Artie Burns. And I can already see it, right? Ring of Honor by the end of the year.
Oh, they'll probably do it first game. Like, they won't even have the first game. Oh, you know what? The spring game, they'll probably have a ceremony. Just do it before the season even starts.
Yeah, we know Burns is taking us to the Super Bowl. He's going to have the greatest year of any defensive back in history. He will make Ronnie Lott look like a schmuck. So, in honor of that, we are now going to put him into the Ring of Honor right now. And that's it. And so, that's it. Yeah, they want to get ahead of it.
Yeah, I mean, mark this day down. March 17th, 2025.
Right.
4 decades of Dolphin disaster changes on the signing of Artie Burns.
I can see it in next offseason. Trump, executive order, Artie Burns into the Hall of Fame. First active player in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God. Oh. They're probably already working on a statue, right? To put next to Marino out there and Shula. And
for sure. And it's not the guy that did Wade's statue.
No. We got no. Stephen Ross will spend some money on that.
Yeah, you know, they do statues. They do the right ones over there. See, Pat Riley's been so bad the last 10 years, he can't even get somebody to do a statue the right way. I mean, that's how bad it's been for Pat Riley. He can't even get a statue done the right way. But be prepared. Artie Burns statue, Artie Burns slide, Artie Burns defensive, presentation. I think most of these teams will drop out. Now that they know we have Artie Burns, why compete? Why even bother? I mean, it's a waste of time.
You think that stretch of 27 out there will become Burns Boulevard?
Ooh.
And then you got Dan Marino Way. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I like it. I like it. I like it. We got Artie Burns. We got Artie.
Artie.
Yeah. See, before that, all we could do is True Fin Fan. Farty. Now, see, we're freed from True Fin Fan farty chants, and now we've got Artie chants. So we take away the F, we've got Artie. I'm telling you, this is all just, do you notice how it all falls into place? We all used to chant farty, and now we take away True Fin Fan's F, we got ourselves Artie. We've gone from a farty to an Artie. We have Artie Burns.
They can almost do the tagline that WWF used when they went to WWE, get the F out.
That's right.
Farty, get the F out, we get Artie.
That's it. So the only time there'll be a farty in the building is if True Fin Fan goes to a game. If True Fin Fan doesn't go to a game, there'll be no more farties. They'll just be Arties. I got to tell you, I don't know. I think I've recovered from my concussion.
Officially, we have Artie. In fact, I should go find him, and if he places his hand on the back of my head here, I will completely recover. Because, by the way, Artie could keep Tua healthy. The power of Artie. So, I'm telling you, man. We've got Artie Burns. So when somebody tells you, bro, why are you so pumped about the season? We've got Artie Burns. Don't you know? It's important. Yes, sir.
I mean, this signing definitely changes your outlook on next year, right?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
this changes the whole dynamic of the show going forward.
Yes, I think so. I think that is the one signing that is going to put us over the top. And what the Chiefs could not complete this year, we will now complete over the next 3 seasons. We will be the 3-peat champions of the NFL because we have Artie. I agree. Now I am just absolutely psyched.
Difference maker.
We need to find some kind of sponsorships to send us to all road games, not just Spain, but all road games. And we need a home here for some kind of a restaurant bar to stand. This is the year of Artie. There's no way we get burned. No way. Yes, sir.
Soldier of God has got it a little bit, but we find a place to host us and we throw Artie parties. Forget pre and post game. They're Artie parties.
They're called Artie parties. Yep. It's just the early Artie party and then the later Artie party. But it's always an Artie party. Yeah. No more farties in our parties. You got that, True Fit Fan? No more farties in our parties. We want Arties. So, there you go. Artie parties, no farties. Boy, I got to tell you. And by the way, Artie parties, no farties, and hopefully players aren't tardy. Because that's what we heard. So Artie now will eliminate the farties and eliminate the tardy. I mean, we could go on and on with Artie here. He's bringing a lot to the table. Artie will eliminate the tardy. That was a problem on this team. But with Artie there, you can't be tardy. You can't be tardy with Artie. That's just, nope, not acceptable. Not acceptable. No tardy with Artie. Okay? So that's another reason why they signed him, Sean. Because they had too many people that were tardy, and they said, if we bring Artie, they will not be tardy.
I mean, with all this, it's a no-brainer why they signed him.
I mean, this guy's helping you, multifaceted, helping you in so many ways. Saves the league a lot of money. Teams they don't have to travel. They can quit. They don't even have to try. You know what I mean? Fan bases now know they have Artie. We're screwed. There's no more parties for us. They have Artie. The party's with Artie. And there's no farty. And they're not tardy to the party. Because they want to be with Artie. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Any of an Artie farty party. I think it's I think the celebration, we can all exhale and have an Artie farty party. That's what I think. The championship is a culmination of a buildup. And then that's when you have the Artie farty party. Once you have the championship, you release. You have been building it up and building it up and building it up, and then you win, and you have the Artie Farty party. So yes, it happens, but it happens at the end of the championship season. Yes, sir.
I mean, who would have thought that Chris Grier would have answered your question during the show on the headline? Can Grier fix Dolphins' biggest issue? The guy just goes out and does it. It's like he's watching the show or something.
I know. Like the rest of us are thinking, oh, you got to get an offensive line. Oh, no, you got to get a defensive line. No, you got to get Artie. You get Artie Burns and, bro.
Solves everything.
Game over. Draft over. Free agency's over. The rest of the NFL has to just drop out now. 31 teams, including the Chiefs and the Eagles, have to just say, what are we doing? They have Artie. So, yeah, we win. Game over. We have Artie Burns. Big O, do you think the Dolphins have some hope? Hope? It's a lock. The hell are you talking about, Dolphin Dave?
Hope. We don't need no damn hope. What are you talking? We got Artie.
What's wrong with Dolphin Dave? Dolphin Dave, are you foolish or something? We've got Artie.
Did he send that before Artie was signed, maybe?
No. It just came in.
Come on, Dolphin Dave.
Yeah, either that or he had no idea that we had Artie. He had no idea we started the party since we have Artie. Sad. So we're beyond hope. It's a lock. It's a lead pipe lock, as they say. Super Bowl this year, Super Bowl next year, Super Bowl the year after. I guarantee you the league will have 3 of those. Yes, Sean.
I put up the QR code for Hialeah Park. If you want to go now,
yes,
those futures. I'm telling you now.
There you go.
There you go. I'm trying to help you.
We're not financial advisors here by any stretch, not gambling advisors. But now that we have Artie Burns, the play is you got to use that QR code, get that $100 no regret first bet, and futures Dolphins Super Bowl. Do it now before the odds go down. Because once Vegas picks up on this, Dolphins have Artie. It's not going to be good odds. The odds are going to be terrible. So get on it right now. Get on it right now. I'm telling you. You people are losing out on Artie Burns. Yes, definitely Ring of Honor and retired number. That is all coming within the next calendar year. No doubt. No doubt. Big O, I still like the nickname for Artie, Third Degree Burns. Not bad. Not bad. Third Degree Burns, 3-peat, kind of all in the same area. So, yeah, we're good. We're good. I mean, you guys got to, at least if you're a Dolphins fan now, you have to feel like, okay, I can be cocky. You can buy season tickets now. You can buy road tickets now. You can go everywhere. You're never going to lose a game again. I don't think they lose a game for the next 3 years, right, Sean? I don't see how.
I mean, now with Artie, if Artie's there.
Yeah, so I'm saying, well, he's here.
Yeah. I'm just, I guess if you're Artie, you're not going to get hurt, right?
No. He doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, he doesn't get hurt, right? There's no injuries there. So, yeah, we're good. I mean, this is 3. My goodness. We're going to have 72, 2025, 2026, and 2027.
4 perfect
seasons. 4 perfect seasons.
That's pretty.
Man.
That's amazing. 4 perfect seasons for the Miami Dolphins. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 perfect seasons.
Who would have thought Artie Burns?
Yes. In fact, we're waiting for the Artie Burns press conference. When they ask him, what's your prediction? He says, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 perfect seasons in the record books for the Miami Dolphins. And then they're going to go, already 4 perfect. No. We're doing 3. They already had one. He's humble. He knows. He's going to credit the one that they already had.
He knows the history of the Dolphins.
Yeah, he's not trying to say that they're going to have 4 perfect seasons from here on out. He's trying to tell you it's 3 plus the one that the Dolphins already had. So we got 3 perfect seasons coming up, 3 championships. Even Artie Burns can save Mike McDaniel. That's how good Mike McDaniel is. So good Artie Burns is.
So, with this signing today, it's automatically Don Shula, Dan Marino, Artie Burns?
No, it's Artie Burns, Don Shula, Dan Marino.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, we're headed for 3 championships.
That's true. That's true.
Nobody can top that. We have to give credit where credit is due, Sean.
That's right. I mean, you've been doing that all this show. You gave it to Brown with the Bengals.
Yes.
Giving it to Artie here. This is what you do. You give credit when it is due.
Exactly. So, wow, this is good, bro. It's good. We got Artie Burns. I mean, we're set.
It's the luck of the Irish, St. Patrick's Day, too. This is great.
Yeah.
This is great.
How about that? Tomorrow, wedding anniversary, me and the wife.
Look at that. It's just
March 18th.
You're going to be able to remember all these dates just by just little things because of Artie.
That's it. 31 years, dude. So, how about that? So we got Artie Burns, and then the next day I had my anniversary. I mean, I think this is a great anniversary present. I think that's what Chris Grier and company were trying to do. They said, oh, we know you and the wife are going to celebrate 31 years tomorrow together. So in the honor of celebrating 31 years together, we're going to sign Artie Burns. And now tomorrow when I'm like having, a celebration, I'm really having multiple celebrations. Yeah, it's 31 years, honey, but we're going to the Super Bowl this year. We got Artie Burns.
Too bad you don't do an anniversary cake like a birthday cake. You could have Artie Burns on there and then happy 31st.
Right. Yep. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Artie Burns brings us a cake tomorrow.
You know what? He does it all. I mean, why not?
He's known for that.
It's amazing.
So now you know, folks. We have Artie Burns. We're set. It's over. The rest of the league is screwed. Happy anniversary to you. Well, thank you, Stephen. Tomorrow. Hold on, we're not there yet, Stephen. She might divorce me when she gets home. You just never know.
No, you're already strong.
Oh, well, that's true. That is true. That is true. But if she can put up with me for a few more hours, 11 hours and 47 minutes, we'll get to 31. We'll get to 31. So there you go. Almost 38 years together, because 6.5 married. 6.5 as boyfriend and girlfriend. And then we got married. So it's like it's 37.5 years together, dude. Is that crazy or what? It's a long time to be with one person. Yep. And then the woman just saved my life last Sunday night. She freaking saved my life. Pretty special. And she's put up with me, which really makes her incredibly special to be putting up with me, to be quite honest. Remember, folks, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo, and you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. Hateful Steve is in the house. Forget Spaino. Now you need to start raising money to rent a house in Cali to watch Andy and the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. I like that. I mean, Artie and the Dolphins in the Super Bowl. You're correct. By the way, wait a minute. Is the Super Bowl this year in California? Is that where we're going? Isn't it like Detroit or something? Where is the Super Bowl? Was New Orleans this past year? Where the hell is it next year?
Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California.
Wow, so it is California, Northern
February 8th, 2026.
Wow. So Steve is right. So we got to go to California. So we're going to go to California. So where's the Super Bowl the year after? And the year after that, because, it is a three-peat. So, would only make sense that.
It looks like the February 14th, 2027 SoFi Stadium. So we can just stay in California. We'll just go up the road the next year, the following year.
So it's in Northern California and then Southern California. And then after that, where is it at? So that's pretty cool. So we go to California for the next 2 years with an Artie Burns Super Bowl championship.
And then we get to go and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, February 2028. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta.
That's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. So 2 trips to California to win 2 Super Bowls, and then we win the third one in Atlanta. I like it. I like it a lot. It makes a lot of sense to me. I like visiting California. Would never live there, but I like visiting California. That's for sure. What else do we have? Miles says, I just remembered it's my little sister Natalia's birthday, all thanks to Artie Burns. There you go. Natalia, happy birthday to you. And watch Artie have a Pro Bowl year next year. Would be fun. I mean, Edward, he's got to have a Pro Bowl year if we're winning the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I think he's got to have an all-pro year. For winning the Super Bowl, I would imagine that Artie Burns is bringing all-pro to the table this year. Oh, what else do we have going on in the world of sports? Any breaking news, Sean, that I have missed, by the way? Just in case, outside of, Artie Burns is big. That was big. Stingley got a big deal for the DB for Houston, for the Texans. That's about it. There really isn't anything else outside of the Artie Burns news that we're going to the Super Bowl and winning it 3 years in a row. That's about the only thing. By the way, my man Osmani Garcia and Omega Home Realty Group, the 990 program is a smoking program. We got some of our listeners already calling, and if you're looking to sell your home, you can sell it for $990. Okay? Now, it's not the only option, and that's the beauty of all of this with Osmani. And call him, all right? 305-440-1990. By the way, when it comes to Osmani, he is the program director to South Florida and oversees all of Florida when it comes to the 990 program. And they offer you, by the way, full real estate services for just $990 and no 6% commissions, folks. High quality professional photography. You get the compelling ad copy that you need, the beautiful brochures, all of that. You get listings on MLS, Zillow, Realtor.com, and Homes.com. So you're going to get the maximum exposure that you get normally with any other agent, except this is for $990. You get to set the preset showing times. That way they're not bothering you all the time. You can set these times, post it online for your buyers to plan the visits without contacting an agent. Now, that creates, by the way, a competitive environment, which is cool, and a lot of people want to move to Florida. Your 990 agent on the side will also actively seek out buyers, too, who may not have seen the listing. So if they find an interested buyer, they personally show your home, and they make the highest offer, you will only pay 2.5% commission, and the 990 fee is waived. So you're not paying 6%, waiving the 990, and you go with the 2.5. Now, if it goes straight through the 990, you end up paying only 990 to sell your home. Call Osmani now. He's got the cell phone anywhere in Florida, 305-440-1990. Use that QR code too. Tell them that Big O sent you. Good people, man. I've known Osmani for, I don't know, about 15 years, 12 to 15 years, easily. Something like that. Really good people. He's been on one of my sponsors on and off for many years now, and just does great work, and just a great human being. Really will work hard for you. Good people. Osmani Garcia. Let's see what else. Damn right we won the lottery, Frankie. Super Bowl 26. Get out to Lake Tahoe. I like it. We'll be there, NorCal. I mean, I'm going to be in California now for 2 years in a row for the Super Bowl. Can't beat that shit, dude. That is just absolutely awesome. All right, what else do we have going on in the world of sports? Got the Heat back in action tonight against the Knicks. It's hard to watch, isn't it? It's like painful to watch. The Panthers, you know, they're a great team and they're loaded and they got a couple of injuries, but they'll be fine. I have no concerns about the Panthers. I have all the concerns about the Heat. It's crazy, right? It was good to see Inter Miami get a little revenge. It's a start. They got to really put away Atlanta this year when they play them every time. Get that real revenge, because the elimination last year was embarrassing for Inter Miami. What else do we have going on also to talk about? Still waiting to see what else the Dolphins do in free agency. And obviously we work our way to the draft. So far, I have not set up any kind of a draft show, but we will try. All right. We thank Sean Stanley, the man, the myth, the legend that gets it done. I am going to rest the head, really, more than anything else. So I will see you all tomorrow morning. As always, we thank Sean Stanley and all of you out there. Those of you, please smash the hell out of the like button. If you made a donation to the show, thank you so much. Visit our amazing sponsors like Welton Rome. If you need a great lawyer, Jeff Welton, Daniel Rome, they are absolutely awesome. Consultations completely free, 954-966-4646. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place, same bat channel.